Hi, this is the second video in our series on naming organic compounds. In our first video we looked at the difference between identifying alkanes, alkenes and alkynes. We are not yet naming them, just identifying the homologous series. Remember, the homologous series tells us that we have a group of compounds that can be represented by the same formula. And we are naming these compounds from the back to the front. These videos is the result of collaboration between teachers and subject advisors in the Eden and Central Karoo Education District. They are not perfect, so if you have any suggestions on how to improve them, please contact us at our district education office in George. Okay, so what we're going to handle in this video. We're going to look at alkanes and alcohols. How do we identify an haloalkane? A haloalkane looks a lot like an alkane, but to the main carbon chain there is connected a halogen. What is a halogen again? A halogen can be found on the periodic table in column 17, this column over here. So it's fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and so forth. These four probably will be the elements that we mostly use. When we attach one of these to the alkane, we will find a haloalkane. Here are some examples. You don't only need to attach one, you can attach more than one haloalkane to this carbon chain. Can you see over here? There's a fluorine, a fluorine, a chlorine, and a chlorine. That tells me that this compound belongs to the homologous series haloalkanes. Second example is this one over here. In this example we have a bromine that is connected to my otherwise alkane. So how will we name them? In naming of the haloalkane, the halogen part will appear in front in the name, and the compound again will end with -ane, such as illustrated over here. Right now we are not going to focus on exactly where the chloro and the fluoro in the front name is. We just want you to identify and see that we have a little bit of halogen part in the front part of the name, and that my name ends on -ane. If I look at the name of the second one, you'll see the bromo feature in the first part of the name and the -ane part in the second part of the name, and that is my haloalkanes. The next homologous series that I'm going to look at is probably the one that is most popular or most well known, and that is the alcohols. How do I identify an alcohol? To a carbon chain I will have attached an oxygen that is attached to a hydrogen. So I have a OH or an hydroxyl group. We call this hydroxyl group. My alcohol ends with OL. Examples of alcohol include pentanol, pentanol, ethanol, methanol, and so on. If I draw these examples, they might look like this. There you can see I've got my carbon chain to which an OH is attached, or a carbon chain to which an OA is attached. I can have more than one OH group attached to the main chain and it will still be an alcohol. As I said before, the name of an alcohol ends in OH. So this example over here will be ethanol, and this example over here is called propanol. So let's mix them all up. We have the alkenes, alkanes, alkynes, alcohols, and haloalkanes. At this stage you should be able to identify, if you see a compound, to which of these homologous series it belongs, and you should know how it ends. So I give you a name. The end part of that name should also tell you exactly to which homologous series each of these belong. Why don't you try this quiz? Simply type in this URL address in your browser and see if you are able to complete the quiz. After you've submitted the quiz, you will have an opportunity to view your answers. If you don't get everything right the first time, why don't you watch the video again and try it a second or a third time until you get the hang of it before you move on to the next video. Good luck!